I'm going to jump on my computer and show you how to spot the 1985 Michael Jordan fake. Okay, so we're going to be taking a look at this Michael Jordan card right here as a 8. Taking example why this card is real. But first, the incentive on why it's fake. You can see 10s on this card. Last 10 sold for 34,000 and a 9 sold for 5,000. So if someone makes a nice fake that can trick people, they can get probably thousands of dollars on a raw version of this card. So be very, very careful when buying these. I see a ton of fakes on eBay. So watch this video, learn the different ways that you can spot a fake because some of the fakes are pretty good. And I want to thank Aaron because Aaron sent over a copy of a fake version of this, and we'll be going over the features that define why it's fake, but we'll go over that in a second. So first, here is the real version, and this is what I like looking at with this card. Now, the first thing is the color of the back. So you can see this right here, this type of color. It's kind of like a whitish off-white. Some of the fakes have a yellow back compared to this, and it's pretty easy to tell with this. Also, another thing you notice right away is there's buildings to the left of the Nike logo. You'll see with the fakes that there is no buildings over here. Another thing you'll notice is the darker logo over here compared to a fake. And again, I'm going to show you guys a fake. Two other things you can take a look at pretty fast is the basketball hoop itself. There's some minor details if you look pretty closely that the fakes can't replicate. And then the Jordan right here, obviously the Jordan logo, but right now you can see some of the close-up examples. It's not really blurry. It stands out pretty good. And now let's take a look at the fake that I got sent. And we'll go over some of the different versions of why it's fake. I'll go over a different version first. So there's a version floating around that has Michael misspelled on the back. Nike didn't make this mistake. So if Michael is misspelled on the back, do not buy this card. Another fake I've seen online is there's a line above Michael Jordan as well as below. Again, the real version, white space up here, then you have Michael Jordan. But let's take a look at the fake version that I got sent and why this is fake. So at first glance, right, you can see that this is a little brighter white compared to this one. So another version of the fake has very bright white on the back compared to this over here. But you can see there's no line above the top. It is a little off over here compared to the normal one as well. But the easiest way is on the front. So let's take a look at the full image. What is the first thing you notice? I'm going to give you a second. Well, for me, it was the skyline. So if you take a look at the skyline over here, it's completely cut off. So like I said, with the Nike logo, if you take a look at the Nike logo, you see how there's the one skyscraper right here. And you go back over here on the real one, there's buildings to the left of it. No buildings. Now, another thing you see is it's pretty much cut off at the bottom. So you see the skyline right here. Now compare it to the skyline over here. See how a lot of the buildings are missing? It looks off with that. Now take a look at the Nike and Air Jordan logos. You see the Air Jordan logo color, and I'm going to take another one over here. Darker right here. Brighter. So you can see the logo is a lot darker compared to the fake one over there. Again, Nike logo down there. See the buildings? No buildings rubbing against it. So right away, I knew that this card was fake. And you can even look at the Jordan itself in the center. Look at the quality of it. So taking a look right here. Now compared to the real one. You can just tell the minor details aren't there. It looks washed out. And I know it could be a little bit from the camera itself as well. But the details aren't showing. And that's a common theme around fakes. Always look for the minor details in the card because people have a hard time replicating it. So look at something very, very small that someone will miss, or a lower end printer will miss printing out, and you should be able to find the differences. So just to recap, the easiest way that you could go is take a look at the Nike logo here on the left. Make sure that there's buildings over here. Make sure at the bottom that the buildings are lined up. Next thing you can do is take a look at the Air Jordan logo. It should be dark compared to the light one. And then on the back, make sure it is this off-white color. And make sure that there's no line above and Michael is spelled correctly. Because there's a ton of fakes of these. And if you're not familiar with this card, just buy it graded.